Coming to you from beautiful Geelong, Australia, on Monday morning. It's Monday morning, and it's is it 11 a.m. already? 11 a.m. Okay, how time flies. So I wanted to hop on here, just continuing the lockdown challenge and share some more insights to help you win your game with your home business opportunity. And I'm talking about worry. And I want to ask you a question. Like, have you ever caught yourself worrying about what might happen in your business? Are you ever going to get there? Are you going to make it? Are you going to rank advance? Are you going to recruit that first or next person? What's going to happen? Now, some people know themselves to be warriors, not warriors as in I'm a warrior, but warriors as in I worry a lot. And if you catch yourself and you are a recognized warrior, then this is a very important video for you because it can definitely make a lot of difference. And the reason for that is because worry, when you think about it, like let's talk about what it is. Worry is a mental state. And it's a mental state that is using the mental faculty called imagination. Now, your imagination is the most powerful force known to man. And Napoleon Hill talked about that in Think and Grow Rich. Neville Goddard talks about the imagination as it is God within us. We are God through our imagination. It is imagination, it's God in humanity, right? It's very, very powerful. And so you're using this mental state, this powerful mental state or mental faculty called imagination to think about, to project forward a negative circumstance, right? So think about it. You're not thinking about good things. You're worrying about what if I don't? What would happen if? What are the consequences, right? It's all negative. And so it's a negative state, and it's a negative state that's going to then create or generate a lot of emotion, and typically negative emotion. And when we understand how the mind works, particularly the subconscious mind is not, it doesn't discriminate between good or bad. And I've talked about this before. Earl Nightingale gives the example that if you plant a seed on a field, if you plant two seeds, one on the left, one on the right, one being corn and one being nightshade, being a poisonous plant, the soil doesn't discriminate between which one's going to feed the masses and which one's going to kill the masses. It's just going to, bring forth whichever one's being nurtured, whichever one's being watered, whichever one's being cultivated, right? And so think of your mind, your subconscious mind is that garden, and you've got this thought of worry, and then you're actually using that mental faculty, imagination, to project yourself, like you're actually seeing yourself in that state. This is why the feelings come, because you're actually, emotionally experiencing the state that you want to avoid. And so by doing that, you're creating this really strong negative vibration. And the only way the subconscious mind is impressed is not by what is good or bad, it's by what is strong or weak. So whatever the strongest feeling is, that is what's going to be impressed upon the subconscious mind. Now, the other thing we know about the subconscious mind is that it is a universal mind. It is connected to every other mind, and it is where when an idea, when a thought, when an image is planted emotionally into the subconscious mind, what it does is it goes out to attract circumstances, conditions, people, ideas, whatever it may be, to manifest on the physical plane we call reality, that image that you have impressed upon it, whether it be positive or whether it be negative, depending on the strength of the feeling, right? And this is why many, thought leaders, including Bob Proctor, will tell you that the law of vibration is a primary law, and the law of attraction is a secondary law, because you don't get what you think about, you get what you feel about, and you get what you feel about that is strongest. Right? This is how the conscious mind impresses the subconscious, except that you might be doing this unconsciously, not subconsciously, but you're unconsciously allowing yourself, you're giving free rein to negative thoughts based on worry of what might or may not happen, depending on what the need is in your life and what you're trying to achieve. So it's very important that you actually catch yourself if you are feeling worry, because worry causes fear, which is that very strong negative vibration. And then that's going to create anxiety, which is going to be the way that your body manifests that worry that is, going through you. What is interesting about this, though, is that mental faculty called imagination can be used just as easily to create faith. So you think about worry is the opposite of faith. Faith is As you know, it says in the Bible, faith is the evidence of things not seen, the substance of things hoped for. Or as Bob Proctor says, is the evidence, is the ability to see the invisible, believe the incredible, and that's going to allow you to have what the masses call the impossible. So you have to use the same mental faculty to project yourself forward, to see yourself manifesting what you do want, and maintain that with faith and purpose, as he talks about in the Science of Getting Rich. You got to, in order to get what you want when it comes, you must create a mental picture of the thing you want, and you must hold that picture in your thoughts with the fixed purpose to get what you want, the unwavering faith that you're going to get what you want, closing your mind to all that may tend to shake your purpose, dim your vision, or quench your faith. And that you may get what you want when it comes, you must act now upon the people and things in your present environment. So there is a doing things in the present, but that doing is going to be determined by the feeling, right? Because once an idea is impressed on the subconscious that's strong enough, the body can't help but move into the vibration to take the actions that are going to create those circumstances to manifest on the physical plane. So you have the power. The question is, how are you going to use it? Are you going to use it for worry, or are you going to use it for faith to hold the image? And when you're holding the image through faith of what you want, you don't want to think about what you want. You want to think from what you want. And I've spoken about that before. As Neville Goddard explains it in his book, Feeling is the Secret, which is all about feeling, being in the feeling state of where you want to be, as if you are already there. And this is a big mistake a lot of people make too when it comes to setting goals. They say, I want to make more money. I want to quit my job. I want to have a different relationship. I want to travel. Wanting separates you from the goal, where what you want to do is you want to think from your goal, right? I have traveled. I have ascended. I have the perfect relationship and all that sort of stuff, right? So this is how you got to use your imagination for faith and not for worry. And I just want to leave you with a final thought, and it's one from William Blake that Neville Goddard does quite a fair bit, and I love it. And I'll just talk about it. It says that all that you behold, though it appears without, it is but within in your own human imagination, of which this world of mortality is but a shadow. And I love that. And it's a little bit, it can sound a little bit like, wow, that's a little bit, like what's the word? What do you call abstract, right? It must sound a little bit abstract, but it's not, right? So all that you behold, though it appears without, so everything that we're seeing with the physical eyes in our natural environment, right? Although it appears to be outside of us, it is actually but within us, in our own human imagination. We've created that first, right? Of which this world of mortality, the world that we live in, the world where this body is going to pass on one day, is but a shadow. So what it's saying is that whatever you're seeing in your physical form is the shadow. Now, how do you get a shadow? You get a shadow by shining a light upon an object. Now, if you don't like the shadow that your physical form is manifesting in this world of mortality called reality, that means that you're holding the wrong object in your mind's imagination through which your mind is shining a light upon it. So all you need to do is change the object from worry to faith, and hold that object with purpose, fixed purpose, and unwavering faith that you're going to get what you want. And now your light shines upon a new object, which is going to reflect a different shadow on this world of mortality. So hopefully that makes a difference for you today. A little bit deep, but very important, because I know there's a lot of people, especially in times of crisis, of chaos, of uncertainty, we get a little bit concerned sometimes, thinking, oh, what if? But I just want you to know that you actually can use that exactly same creative force called imagination for faith and purpose to manifest what you want, as opposed to manifest what you don't want. And then you're going to start moving in the direction that you want to. So I hope that serves you today. Do leave me a comment. Any questions, just let me know. I'd love to hear them, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, take care and bye for now.